Alright, today's video we are going to discuss jump jets, and we're also going to show you some tips and tricks on how to use them. So the way that jump jets are currently, if you do a full jump, this is how high you can go by running. You can see I can barely get to the top of this ruins here. So I'll show you with a basic jump. You can't quite get on the roof. Get close, but not quite. So what you can do is you can gain extra altitude by running up an incline. So if we run up a slight incline and jump after it, you will get much more height. Turn off my objectives. You can look down and you can land on roofs. So that's how to get more height out of your jumps. The next thing is the death from above. DFA, or death from above, is where you jump and you land on a mech, crushing its cockpit. Another thing that we can do at jump jets is we can actually turn in the air like so in Big City. You can use this to go down alleyways, turn down alleyways while in the air. Yet another fun thing to do in Big City is you can get to the top of these skyscrapers. See from here, we are 160 meters roughly in the air. And you can of course still jump when you're up here to get even more height. This is what the view from the top looks like. If you find the right hill and factory, you can also jump into the rafters. While you're up here, you can run around on them. Highly suggest you watch where your torso range is. Shoot people down below. Just make sure you don't fall off. This works great for a no radar match or no return. Last trick I'm going to show you is in the Coliseum. A normal jump gets you a height, as you can see, of about 48 meters. If we run off a slight berm, you can see we can get much higher and we can actually get up to the peaks of the arches. And if we jump off of these, you can see we get up about 900 meters. But what if you want to get higher? If you run into one of these smaller archways and jump, you will see we are now over 200, 260, 280, 290, 300 meters, 336 up in the air. And when we come back down, we will land on the archway. So that's a neat glitch in the Coliseum. There's a second one. Right now if we fire, you can see that we can't shoot the people in the crowd, we can't pull a robot jocks and kill them, but we can get behind them. In fact, we can jump out of the Coliseum. So if you come into one of these, you can see we're now up one level. we see pitch black. But if we jump, you can see we're now behind the wall. Here's the crowd. Well, that's all well and good, but I'm trapped in this tiny box. Well, if you back up ever so slightly into a corner, give it just a little throttle.
Warning, approaching mission boundary.
You can actually exit the entire Coliseum.
Omega lead, be advised. You are leaving the mission area.
And now we can see outside the Coliseum. You can fire off into the distance. We can't go that way because of the borders of the map.
Approaching mission boundary.
But you can run around out here. We can walk through the crowd. You can see into the Coliseum. If you try to shoot, you'll notice that you can't really shoot in. But that's a lie. If you find, you can see right now that if we go to look here, we hit about 26 and so meters.
Warning.
But what you can do is you can find a slot where you can fire into the Coliseum and people can't shoot you. So you can see that if we get right in between the crack of this section,
Warning.
and I'll jump to show you,
Mission boundary.
it changes. So you can see we go from 68 to 1,000 meters. Now if you have a center
Warning.
torso mounted laser,
Approaching mission boundary.
you can fire through the Coliseum.